Hey there, my ESL students. Welcome to this video. Today we're going to talk about wishful thinking, okay? How to express a wishful thought. Something you wish to do, something you wish to, what would happen if you had this, if you were that, if you want this or that, okay? I'm going to explain point by point. The first one is, if I were prettier, I would be a model. Okay? We have to use if when we're thinking wishful, when we're having wishful thoughts, okay? Wishful thinking. If I were prettier, why not if I was? If you're supposed to use was, right? But when you're making a wish or when you're having wishful thoughts, it doesn't matter which pronoun you're using. You could be using she. If she were, you would still have to use were instead of was, because it's still wishful thinking, okay? Always with wishful thinking, you're gonna use were, not was, okay? Okay, great. First one, if I were prettier, I would, okay? This is another thing that tells you that it's wishful thinking. I would be a model, okay? So those are the three ingredients for wishful thinking. If, were, would, okay? What would happen if I were prettier? I would be a model, okay? Next one, if I won the lottery, I would be rich. Right here you can see I'm using if again. I'm not using were, because if I were the lottery, it's not correct, right? You can use a verb and the past participle. Won. If I won the lottery, I would be rich. Okay, we're using would again. So the ingredients for wishful thinking, when it's not about becoming or being something like here, were, it's win. You wish to win the lottery, right? So you're gonna use, if I won the lottery, I would be rich. What would happen? I would be rich. Okay? Next one says, if, again, you were president, you would make your own laws. Okay? You wish to be president, and if you were president, what would happen? You would make your own laws. Okay? Next one, if she could dance, we're using the verb in past participle, okay? Could dance. She'd, what does this mean here? It's contracted. It means she would, okay? She'd be happy. If she could dance, she'd be happy, okay? Next one, if he worked out, work out is like a phrasal verb to say exercise. Okay, it can also be taken as an idiom. If he worked out, as you can see, this is the past participle of work. It's a regular verb that always ends in ed when it's past and past participle. That's why it's regular, okay? If he worked out, he'd, we can see the apostrophe and the D again, which means he would, right? He'd be slimmer. If he worked out, he'd be slimmer. Okay? Great. Next, I'm going to have some exercises for you guys, some examples, so we can work it together, okay? And get through this together so you can acquire the information properly. Okay. Thank you for watching this video. Okay, folks, time to practice. You're going to help me fill in the blanks to make sense of this wishful thoughts, okay? The first one says blank, I blank younger, I blank play with dolls again. What do you need to make this into wishful thinking? You could say maybe if. That's what we need right at the beginning, if. If I was younger, was or were? were, right? Every time you're using wishful thinking, you're talking about being, you're gonna use were, not was. Maybe you could say in past, simple past tense, I was running yesterday, okay? You could say I was, oh she was, it was. Yeah, okay, or he was, in third person also, was. But if you're using wishful thinking, you're gonna use were all the time, okay? If I were younger, I could play with dolls again. Maybe you could use could too, right? You could use could or would. But it makes more sense with would if you're using wishful thinking or you're having wishful thoughts. Okay, the next one says blank, she blank more money, she blank buy a better car. How would we do that? Okay, what do we need to begin a wishful thought? That's right, if she, you could say if she had more money, or if she made more money, or if she, okay, we could say have or make. So we're gonna say if she made more money, we can say she could buy a car, okay? It doesn't always have to be would. She could, okay? That's a wishful thought too. Oh, if I made more money, I'd buy a car, okay? I could or I would buy a car, okay? Next one. Blank, he, blank, Superman, he'd fly, okay? The first one, what do we need to make a wishful thought? We need if, right? If. If he was Superman, if he were, because it's a wishful thought, we're gonna use were and not was, right? If you want to say simple past again, you would just say he was Superman and he flied, okay? But no, we're having a wishful thought here, so were all the time. Doesn't matter which personal pronoun you are using, you're gonna use were, okay? If he were Superman, he, how do you contract he would? He apostrophe and D, right? He'd fly. Okay. The next one. Blank, you blank faster. You blank win the race. Okay. We need if, right? Because we're having a wishful thought. If. Okay, so far so good. What do you need to win a race? Well, not a car race, a foot race. Okay? You need to run faster. Right? If you ran faster, no, because you need to use the past participle of the verb. It's run again. Okay? The present tense is run, the past tense is ran, and the past participle is run again. Okay? If you run faster, you'd win the race, okay? Why are we using only the D? Because it stands for would. You would win the race. These are the ingredients to make a wishful thought. Always use if, okay? If you're gonna talk about be, you're gonna use it in the past participle, were, okay? Doesn't matter which pronoun, always were when it's a wishful thought. Okay, or the verb in past participle, run, made, okay? And you definitely need would, or could, and, or contracted, like this. The same thing, okay? Okay. Next, I'm going to move on to some homework. I'm going to leave you so you can do it in the comment section below this video. Thank you for watching it, and if you have any comments, suggestions, or doubts, also type them down there. I'll be happy to read them. Thank you so much. Okay, folks, here's your homework. You're gonna tell us what would you change in your country if you were its president. This doesn't go with an apostrophe, I'm sorry. It's president, okay? Remember, it goes in the comment section below this video. That means that you're gonna say, if I were Brazil's president, or the president of Brazil, I would change this and that, or I would do this and that, okay? Remember, it doesn't matter which personal pronoun you're using, you're always gonna use were. If I were president, I would, okay? Great. Thank you for watching this video. And remember to leave your homework. It's really important that you practice, because if you don't use it, you lose it. Thank you. Hey, what are you doing? I just finished the class. Oh my God. Oh, you're still here. Hey, well, you're watching anyways, so I might as well give you a fun English fact. Did you know that the most commonly taught foreign language in the world is English? Okay, so visit our website, okay? It's www.eslenglishabacademy.com. That's eslenglishabacademy.com. Would you like to watch my next video? Click on the television to the right.